amazing. Wow. Imagine waking up to the sweet aroma of a home-baked goodies wafting throughout your home. The heavenly smell of cinnamon floating in the air, dancing around your nose, enticing you with its fragrant and comforting scent. I am sure most of us can attest to the fact that cinnamon has become a staple in our baking, our cooking, our drinks, even our medicines and our daily routines. But where does cinnamon come from? Today we are going to talk about cinnamon and all the benefits of cinnamon, all that it does to our body, and how cinnamon came about. Now let's look at a brief history of cinnamon. Cinnamon is created from the inner bark of several trees of the genus Cinnamomum. When cinnamon dries, it naturally curls into a long trail. I have broken mine, so you can't really see the curls, but normally it comes up very long and it coils itself into a very round shape, as you can see here, and then it turns so coily and then it becomes very long. So you'd literally have to break them into pieces before you could use them for anything. It dries naturally and into a long coil, like shapes that are then cut into smaller sticks or ground into cinnamon powder. People love to take the cinnamon in powdered form. You can add it to water, drinks, or anything that you want to take away. The two main varieties of cinnamon include the Ceylon cinnamon, produced largely in Sri Lanka, and cassia, real cinnamon, mainly from Indonesia. The main difference between these two cinnamons are Ceylon cinnamon is lighter in color and said to have a sweeter flavor. Ceylon cinnamon also has a much higher presence of a natural plant chemical in it called coumarin, which acts as a natural blood thinner. Both Ceylon and Kaiser cinnamon are fine for consuming. It's really up to the personal taste preference. So Ceylon cinnamon is usually harder to find and more expensive compared to the more widely available cassia. Now let's look at his holistic appeal. There are an astonishing amount of health benefits that come from cinnamon. Essential oils found in the bark of cinnamon trees are made up of active components that have been known to help with everything from anti-inflammatory and anti-clotting properties to helping aid as a chemopreventive drug for cervical cancer. Other studies have shown that simple smelling cinnamon or chewing it as a gum can help boost your brain activity. After consuming cinnamon, our bodies produce sodium benzoate, which stimulates the birth of new neurons in the brain that can prevent or greatly slow the progression of a variety of degenerative diseases of the brain, including Alzheimer's and Parkinson's diseases. So you want a faster brain, you want everything to work out quickly, you're stressed, you're mentally down, and you want something just to free your brain, you can just get this and then, munch into it. Yeah. But enough talk about science. Now let's talk about the one thing that most people know cinnamon for: cooking. Cinnamon is commonly used in both Asian and the Middle East cooking, and most parts of Africa there are cinnamon trees everywhere for both sweet and savory dishes. After learning about all the health benefits of cinnamon provides, why not try adding it to your dishes? Below, you can find both sweet and savory recipes that calls for the use of cinnamon. Try both and see smiles around the dinner table. Did you know that cinnamon is used in a lot of beauty products? Yes, a lot of African women use this particular cinnamon, especially in the powdered form, for a lot of health benefits. Cinnamon can be found in face masks. Usually, women who go for facials and treats on the face for piles, for pimples, and all that, you can use it in your face masks and it will prevent all of that for you and anti-aging. It can also be found in your lip plums. You want to work around your lip area, and dry skin scrubs, especially we those who have dry skins and we want to get our skin a little bit under the sun and a little bit fresh. You can use that. Cinnamon is also commonly found in fall scented candles and other form of air freshness. So cinnamon can be used for a lot of things. Want to be let in on a little secret? Cinnamon can also act as an ant repellent. So if there are ants and cockroaches in your room that are disturbing you, you can just get pieces of the cinnamon and hide them behind your sofas, under the carpet, or even in your kitchen, the wardrobes and all that. And you would find out that ants actually don't like the smell of cinnamon, so they would run away and they won't come to your kitchen anymore. It is healthy to keep a little extra around the house and everywhere. The best way to store cinnamon is in an airtight container in a cool, dark cupboard away from direct heat or sunlight. Sometimes you can just bring it out and then dry them up, but it shouldn't be too dry because it can also lose some properties. It will help, this will help it retain its potency when it doesn't, is not too much exposed to the sun. The shelf life of cinnamon sticks can last between 2 to 3 years. So you can keep the cinnamon powder and even the sticks around for 3 years without any expiry or without any problem. If the proper measures are taken, ground cinnamon usually lasts between 6 to 12 months. So in order to test product quality, break off or crush a small bit in your hand and smell it. If the aroma is weak and the flavor isn't as strong as it was when you bought it, then you should know that you'd have to replace it. This one, as you can see, when you just hold it, you can just break it and you can still hear the sound of it breaking. So let's give it up for cinnamon, a natural remedy, a tasty spice, and an additive in some of women's best sought after beauty products. Hopefully, this new knowledge inspires you to add some more spices in your life. Cinnamon spice, that is it. This is where we end today's episode. I know you have learned something. If there is any other way or there's any other secret way of you using cinnamon, just let us know in the comment section below so that we can also learn from you. Let's share ideas as an African community. This is where we end today's episode. My name is Jennifer Amlade. Don't forget to subscribe, share. Let us know your thoughts on this particular episode. Thanks for watching. See you next time.